Hey guys, it is Sophia, the diabetic. Hey guys, it is Sophia, the Shadow Hunter, and today I'm doing my book review on GoldDust Woman, the biography of Stevie Nicks by Stephen Davis. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I really enjoyed it. It is not what I was expecting at all. It was very intriguing, entertaining. You definitely learn a lot about the band's history, and I was not expecting it. I felt like it was more a biography of the band. Obviously, it was supposed to be about Stevie, and she was obviously the main focus, but there was also a huge focus, I think, on the band and her relationships with everyone in the band, and just how the band came together and how it crumbled and came back again. So if you guys have read this book, please let me know what you guys think about it. He wrote a book about Fleetwood Mac, and I want to read it. I have read one other book by Fleetwood Mac, which I'm pretty sure I already reviewed, so you guys can go find that, or I can link it down below. So this book was supposed to be a biography about Stevie Nicks, and there was a lot of things in here that I knew about. There's a lot of things I didn't, and this book was very hard to put down. I really enjoyed it. When I picked it up, I really gravitated to it. However, I was having a hard time concentrating, so at one point I put on a record of Fleetwood Mac, of Rumors, and I listened to it on low while I read, and it actually helped me concentrate. When I was younger, I used to do that. I don't do that anymore, except for last week, and it actually worked, because I don't know, I've been having a hard time just like focusing and concentrating, and so I was like, I need to do this. And I really enjoyed this book. So I'm going to show you guys some of the favorite parts of my book. And if you guys have read this, you can leave them down in the comments down below. Or if you're interested, you can go read it and come back and leave your comments down below too. That works as well. So at the beginning, it talked about her upbringing, her moving around a lot, her family, her uncle that got her into music, and she moved around a lot, and then it got into her being involved like in music and things like that when she's a child, and then later on creating Buckingham and Nicks when they were a project, and they were asked to join Fleetwood Mac. And he said if he was going to join, his girlfriend would have to join too. And I feel like that was the start / the climax of the story, I would say. Because, yes, joining that band gave them stardom, gave them fame, gave them money. It gave them friendships and relationships that all ended up crumbling. But it also got their name out there. But at the same time, it put so much stress on their relationship. And I don't think that they probably had a great relationship, and definitely not a great working relationship, and they had a hard time controlling it or just trying to be civilized towards each other, and that's why they ended up firing him, which I now understand more why they did it. He was physically abusive, and he was very controlling, and I just thought it was sad because when they were all, I'm sure he was high too, when they were all high and drunk and mad at each other, he helped them create some of their favorite hits, the great songs like Go Your Own Way, and because of that I felt sad for him that they fired him, but I completely understand why they would have done that now. I wish they could have worked it out, you know, and I think they tried so many times, and they were done trying, which I can understand that. So here it says, Lindsay argued somewhat irrationally that Buckingham Nicks, in his opinion, could still somehow break out and be a success. Stevie, I said, you wait around. I'm sick of being a waitress. We are joining Fleetwood Mac and we're going to be great. So at this point, they were having their Buckingham and Nicks, and she's like, we need to go join Fleetwood Mac, because in the earlier days, when they were doing the Buckingham and Nicks before they joined Fleetwood Mac, she was working at restaurants and bars and things like that to provide money, and he was doing drugs and making music, and she was working on music too, but she was supporting them financially, and she said she enjoyed it. Besides, she didn't like, that he was sitting around basically, working on music and being high all the time, and she was the one that was basically providing for them. Okay, here we go. Stevie Nicks, however, was not doing much laughing. By November 1975, even as Over My Head reached top 40, she was getting tired of pushing their record in what seemed to be an endless parade of college towns across America. She also went through an ancient spell of self-doubt after reading a stream of negative critical opinions about her. Reviewing Fleetwood Mac, Rolling Stone was less than kind. Nicks has yet intelligent integrate herself into the group's style. Compared to Christine McVie's, her singing seems callow and mannered. Most of the album and concert reviews read something in the order of the raucous voice of Stevie Nicks and her golden throat to Christine McVie, who's the only thing the old band has left. Mick said Stevie was extremely sensitive to this, so he stopped showing her the reviews, even the good ones. She would just go to pieces when she saw these things. She'd say, "Oh, come on, the only reason why you're hiring me is because I was with Lindsay, part of a package." So I think that's also one of the important things, is how she felt, also impacted how she viewed how everyone treated her and her place in the band. And later on, she really did feel like, she wasn't really a part of the band. So apparently when they first joined Fleetwood Mac, Lindsay and her were not full partnerships, and after some time they did eventually get full partnership for the band. At 3 in the morning, she would take a break and walked outside, breathing the chilly air. Somebody made her a cup of black tea with lemon and a little cognac. She mentioned that the studio was too brightly lit for her. Mick, the lights were dimmed. A chair was brought so she could sit. She wore a woolen cardigan and wrapped herself in a shawl to ward off the pre-dawn chill. An hour later, she was almost invisible in the shadows, a tiny figure under big cans, headphones. She was hunched over in her chair, alternately choosing from her supply of paraphernalia: tissues, reading glasses, a Vicks inhaler, lozenges for her sore throat, a bottle of mineral water. Gradually, she took command of the material. On the 8th full take exalted, she sang lyrics straight through for the first time. This gave Fleetwood hope. We were under pressure. We were going mad. The only thing holding us together was a slender thread of Mac family cohesion. For me, it was Stevie, physically the most fragile of us all, who inspired us to collect, drive, to create, and prevail. Okay, here we go. The album's first side continued with Lindsay's defiant "Never Going Back Again" and Christine's rousing anthem "Don't Stop," urging her husband and everybody else to keep whatever obstacles fate throws on the road. Lindsay's angry "Go Your Own Way" came next, with its lurid shacking up of accusation of infidelity that was so upsetting to Stevie she thought it made her look like a tramp, which she never had been. The song would become emblematic of their famous romantic interruptions in the band. From then on, "Go Your Own Way" ended Fleetwood's Mac sojourn to the next century. Then side ended with Christine's love-sick piano ballad "Songbird." The second side began with the chant, a compilation of various riffs, vamps, nobody's Christine's "Keep Me There," with the melody and lyrics adapted from Stevie's notebooks. At almost the last minute, Lindsay sings the lead vocals while dominating the accusatory chorus that ends with the powerful "Rain Through the Shadows" refrain. The song finished basically Stevie's "The Best Five Members" split writing credits, mostly as a way of bringing in Mick and John to share lucrative publishing rights. Keeping us together was the band's prayer for stability and unity in the face of an almost impossible odds. So I love this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5. So it's on Goodreads. I encourage you guys to check it out, and if you've read it, leave your comments down below. So basically what I've said before, it is so sad when a band has something so special, but they can't agree on it, or they can't be in each other's company. But one thing that I love about music, and I think what makes it so timeless, especially when I listen to music that's not popular or is popular, 40 years ago, is once it's recorded, you have it it is forever out there. And because of that, we still have music to listen to of these great bands and musicians who for at times were able to work together, but after trying so much, they decided to throw the towel in. I hope you guys like this video. Please be sure to like and comment. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time in another one. Goodbye.